Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Trails Through Daybreak. Pharaoh Fiasco here, and fun fact, we actually annihilated those enemies pretty quickly, and I'm still not... Uh-oh. Okay, I killed the enemies, but then actually didn't do too much running around. Oh, okay. I didn't do too much running around this room, so I was worried I was gonna have to... Okay, but that's fine. We got through that a lot quicker than I thought we would. Puzzle solved.
A hidden entrance?
Yes.
Guys, nothing if not thorough. This hideout should be dead ahead.
Guy Mansion? Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, we don't need to save or anything like that.
Oh, wow.
Well, something tells me these gargoyles are gonna be fought.
Can't get much more Middle Ages than this. Gargoyles, huh?
Ask me how I know we're gonna fight gargoyles at the end of an underground dungeon. Ask me how I know.
Maybe Giacomo had a better eye for hideouts than I thought.
Well, what is that?
Look at that.
Is that the thing that Van is standing on in the splash screen when you boot up the game?
It's the spitting image of that picture you showed me.
Oh, that's the Orbman. Okay, well.
It really is. It perfectly matches the sketches in my great-grandfather's diaries.
The sketches? I thought this thing got stolen from her. She's never seen it in person before?
I finally found it.
I'm happy for you. So it really does look like an orbment. But why is it glowing?
Don't orbments do that? A lot, actually.
Get back!
Well. Okay. There it is.
It went inside the statue.
Well, that's not good.
Is the orbment multiple possession?
Are they resonating?
With the orbment? Resonating. Alright. Peerless Protector's Gargoyle Room.
Van?
So that's the new cut-in for enemies.
We're gonna have to take care of these guys before we can make with your memento. But I know that's not enough to stop you at this point, right? Time to bust out your crafts, SCLMs, the works. Because here's where the real show begins.
Right!
Alright. So they're like, this is gonna be a real fight.
Everyone, move in!
Right.
Time to put this to use.
Is it gonna be the S-Craft tutorial? Yes, Van can now use the S-Craft Vandalize raid. S-Craft. Press R2 and a directional button to trigger an S-Break. Okay, so that's still the same. An S-Craft can be triggered with 100 CP plus full boost. So we need to be full boosting as well. Using an S-Break will auto-activate full boost if you meet the requirements. Select S-Crafts from the crowd. Oh, okay, that's just... I was about to say, because in the previous games, if you have multiple S-Crafts, when you S-Break, you use whichever one it is. You can only use your other S-Crafts if it's your turn, which is not S-Breaking.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Keep it up. It's working. Attack their weakness with an arc.
How do we already know what they're weak to?
Attack their
Oh, I
weakness
should have
with an
healed.
arc.
Oh well. I'm pretty good at this game, so... Or I'm pretty good at this game series, so starting off a little handicap ain't no big. Oh, God! Alright. Let's have her do that. So Buddy Boy is about to go in on our friggin' lives.
There.
Boy, that was massive overkill. Dang! Went right to our back line. I respect it. I can't lie.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
And she's going to crit.
Attack their weakness with an arc.
Yeah, I think that might be... I want this crit, though.
Here goes.
Is it? Is it gonna hit them both or just one? They have 4,000 HP?
Brace yourself. Vandalize! Rage!
2,000! Boost gauge extension. Triggering an S-craft increases the max boost gauge by 1. Base value 3, max value 9. The more filled your boost gauge, consecutive S-crafts you can trigger. So he can go again? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get it.
Full boost. Go all out.
This start of Vandalize raid. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called because it's been so long. Final Fury, I think it is. But the fact that we don't get like that cinematic anymore.
Certain arts will be more effective.
The fact that we don't get that cinematic anymore, it makes it feel a lot more like how Mystic arts are in the more recent games. That's the very first time I ever played this game, Mystic arts are what I compared them to. Let's have her white heal. Because it's about to get crazy.
Thanks, pal.
Purgatorial Howl. Alright. Well, I guess it's better than... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. It is... Shield white heal again.
Go all out. Certain arts will work better. Good luck.
Can we use Shadow Spear before they act? I can't. Okay, I don't really have. I can't tell. No, because that. Okay, no. I can tell. The delay is way after their spots. So that's probably a no. And we don't have the CP to actually do this. So let's Shadow Spear. Oh, and then we can back her up as no, I guess. All right, I haven't gotten a feel for that just yet. We're still learning though. This is our very first boss battle with the new system.
Thanks, pal. There.
Nice. Get some. All right, I don't fully understand it yet, but we will. U-Material, so U-Material is back as well. All right. But yes, I think it was Final Fury. It's the mystic art that what's-her-face can use in Annis. It's Annis's first mystic art, and it's also one that I think Jude can use. You know what I'm talking about.
The mages of the Middle Ages left behind some damn tough guardians for us.
Oh my gosh. Them jokers in the Middle Ages were busy. Trust.
It bugs me why they'd pick now of all times to start moving.
Probably because all's quiet in every other part of Western Zemuria, so you guys have had it easy up until now. Well, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of backstory that shows that these guys were going through it, even when all that other stuff has been happening, but...
Well, whatever. You really stepped up.
So true. That white heal was clutch.
Takes a brave soul to fight like that against the unexpected.
You mean it? Thank you. I'm very fortunate I had you to show me the ropes.
Right, one without the other. I'm not sure if Van would have been able to do that by himself. So this thing, putting us in mortal danger like that. What even?
Let me be the one to pick it up.
That's a good idea.
But, okay, so she's seen sketches of it? I'm not. This thing is such a big mystery. That is the thing he's standing on in the splash screen.
Looks safe enough to me. Well, here's what you came here for.
Something tells me that that's probably going to be along the lines of the sonorous seashell, if you catch my drift. Ooh.
You just react with her like a combat orbment?
I finally hold a Genesis in my hands.
That's new. No idea what that is.
There's still more to find, but I did it, Mom. Grandmother.
So she has never seen it before.
Say, yes, this great-grandfather of yours wouldn't happen to be...
Is it the dude? I forgot his... I keep coming back to the name Hamilton, and people reminding me what his name is, but I can't remember it. Jeez, is it the mafiosi?
There you are.
Well, well, impressive footwork.
Oh yeah, we're about to put these dudes down. Oh no.
No.
This is the type of situation. Okay, I've played. Oh my gosh, it's definitely over 1,000 hours of Trails games easily, and this is the exact kind of situation where a brand new character comes in and saves us at the last moment. It's very anime. Oh my god, I've played this game series for like over 1,000 hours.
Was waiting on the duo from Almada to make their grand entrance.
I see our reputation precedes us.
You must be Van Arkride, the Spriggan.
And my reputation precedes me. Look, I'm not opposed to picking up some work from you types most of the time.
That's hey, he's under different circumstances. He might have actually procured it for them.
Just as long as you don't cross the line, which you just did by firing at us.
Well, now you guys got to pay with your friggin' lives.
That's too bad. We were only aiming for your limbs.
We have no intention of killing the girl. Not since she seems to be connected to that device.
So, they've been standing there for a while then.
You, however, don't have that same privilege.
You're real pros, huh? So much it makes me sick. But it also makes my job a lot easier.
Ooh, hit him with his craft. Ooh!
Don't move.
Styled on him.
A practitioner of the Gekka school, I assume.
So, he's not like self-taught or using some kind of modern street style. So, Gekka, we've never heard of this, Gekka.
Even if that weapon marks you as more of a military close combat type.
Does he have a military background? So he's clearly been trained by somebody.
Good eye, but sorry. I'm not with the Gekka school.
Oh, maybe not.
Anyway, you don't look like you know all that much about the device itself.
I thought he was just nice with it, but the only other person we've ever seen use a stun baton is not that nice with it, so clearly he's had some outside training.
But you're still gonna tell us everything you do know, and why you're after it.
Van, I'm certainly curious too.
Yeah, let's beat it out of him.
What does a criminal organization even want this for?
It seems really powerful, actually, but we don't know anything about it, so maybe I want to know too.
Beats me. We're just following orders.
That's true. They're the most generic, actually.
And an order's an order, even if it costs us our lives.
Nah, that's crazy. Hopefully that pay better be good. Wait, what? Whoa, what do they think? What? Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like oral cyanide or something. So, we're gonna be seeing a lot of this.
You good?
I'm fine. I'm more worried about you.
Fast-acting enhancement drugs, huh? Didn't think you guys had gone that low. Ever heard the stories about foreign mafias getting destroyed by that stuff?
We'll
thank you not to compare us to small fry like Crossbell's Ravage.
Oh.
We stand head and shoulders above them. And now we're gonna stand head, shoulders, and feet above you!
Right, because it's they've mentioned it, but yes, we've seen this exact thing happen before.
Where'd that spunk from earlier go?
He's matching both of you guys by him.
Enjoy this!
Wow.
Van!
He's crazy with it.
Get that out of your system.
You're done! Spriggan!
Don't you dare!
Uh-oh.
The hell? Fine then. You can die too!
Could do a shard shield. No time.
So,
Damn it. Don't die over a piece of shit like me.
new character alert? Or is Van gonna awaken a new power? Huh. That's not Van. Okay, well. Whoa. What in the Xenoblade Chronicles? That's OP.
What's going on?
There's a light coming from my great-grandfather's.
Oh boy, you sure are in a sorry mess.
Wait. So that's... Huh.
What? How is this?
I thought
The
the...
hollow from your Zypha.
Okay, that is her. Mare. So is this something they can all do, or...
Well, Van, the choice is yours. Will you bear the nightmare or not?
What are you...
Since when can hollows appear like this? World's full of mysteries.
Okay, so
Are
this...
you asking me that question of your own free will?
Huh? Of course I am. Just so we're clear, I could not care less how much trouble you're in. I'm just here to know one thing. Will you bear the nightmare or not?
So this is gonna...
Van...
Man, today's just one thing after another, huh?
But we have no
My
idea...
life's been a living nightmare for more than a decade now. So what's a little more fire when you're already in the depths?
Ooh, what's all this then? He was experimented on? We have an... It's giving us an option, and we can only pick to bear the nightmare. Let's get it.
All right, let's do it!
Okay, doing it then. Shardswell. The Grindle's all yours.
What the?
He's got a persona? Oh. Okay. So, this special hollow allows him to access darkness-clad armored demon Grindle.
What is this feeling?
Well, I take fighting this thing over our bosses any day of the week.
You're damn right. We're taking you down in the name of Almada!
So, whoever gave Van this hollow, there's probably other people running around with these
Someone
types.
needs to relax. You're dead meat.
Are we though? Are we really? Grindle. The Grindle can act multiple turns in a row. Select what action you want to take from the list and perform some heavy-hitting moves. Only one turn will pass if you select Defend. Mare will always act as support during Grindle battles. Grindle battles! Grindle attacks, basic crafts, magic crafts! So he's got magic crafts instead of orbital arts?
How's your chance to boost, Van?
Do something already.
Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
Okay. Something that gets them both. Okay. Not sure. Wait, 3? We can do 3 actions? Okay.
Waiting for me?
Rapid onslaught. What's defend? Okay. So that means we'll probably be fighting multiple opponents as... So we're a party all unto ourselves. It makes me feel bad for... Well, because... Well, I guess protagonists with no super modes are a thing of the past for this series then. Activate an S boost to increase how many turns the Grindle can perform in a row. Okay.
Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
You're an eyesore.
Then res down. Well, I guess we can focus on taking one of them down to start with.
Cypher activate.
Critting us. Alright, that's not grand. Earth Guard. So that'll completely block whatever our first attack is. That sucks.
Don't hold back, Dan!
In that case, let's do this. Then Savage Blade. Wait. Does Earth Guard?
Impossible!
It didn't completely block it.
We'll take that!
Okay, there we go.
Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
I don't intend to. This is cracked. But yes, I fully expect there to be other, not specifically Grendels, but can we basic attack? No, it looks like we have to use these skills. Alright, well. There it is. Free XP and more U material. So that's... Ooh.
This is unbelievable!
Is it?
What is he? Ugh.
It seems like he was a regular person until he chose to bear the nightmare. Yeah.
Van! Are you alright? How do you feel?
I wonder, because his Hollow's name is Mare, right? I wonder if there's some kind of connection.
I'm fine. Tired as all hell, but I don't feel any pain.
Alright, golden.
Can't believe I just took down a pair of drugged-up mafiosos like they were snot-nosed kids. What a monster.
So how in control was he?
What was that? You saw Mare too, right?
Yeah.
Is she back in the...
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
Was she like this before?
Figures. All she spits out is what she's programmed. She's got no sentience. The tech hasn't come far enough to give her any.
So, we still think she's not an AI.
But...
So what was that?
was it the Genesis, then?
She keeps calling it that.
Can't imagine it was a fluke. So that thing's called a Genesis?
Yes, or that's what my great-grandfather called it in his diaries. It's supposed to be one of 8, called collectively the Oct Genesis.
Okay, so...
You saying there's 8 of these?
We're gonna be well acquainted with all of them before this series is over.
I'm gonna guess it was behind everything that happened here. Behind Mare showing up, behind me turning into that weird monster, behind spirits popping up down here too.
Then we're of the same mind.
So the higher elements are in play because of the Genesis.
The diaries described them as for experimental observation and nothing more.
So these were meant for her grandfather to be able to observe the other side, I guess?
Of course, they elected to omit the finer details. You know, when I accepted this job, I didn't think it'd be from a relative of the one and only Professor Epstein.
That's his name.
Dead on, huh? That thing was made half a century ago, around the time of the Orbital Revolution.
Right, and I kept, because that's who that's his name, yes, and I figured that might be the case. I just couldn't remember what his freaking name was.
It's easy to tell by looking at it just how much precision and skill went into making it. Then you got that it's an orbment capable of doing artifact-level stuff.
Okay, that's the word I wasn't going to use. That's what the sonorous seashell is too. It's an artifact. But Professor Epstein was able to make something as powerful as an artifact?
Even Epstein's 3 disciples couldn't have made something so advanced back then.
Whoa, that's what Mr. Russell looked like back then? And that's, whoa. Okay. It'd be cool if we got you can tell their personalities come through so clearly in this picture.
Knock them out of the running, and you're left with the father of modern tech, Claude Epstein.
Claude, like Claudel.
I'm sorry for hiding it from you. I'll tell you everything there is to say. It all started when...
Why does he not want to... He's definitely going to be the one to cut her off, but why?
Not now. Put it away, quick.
Oh, because we don't want any... we don't want anybody else hearing this stuff, which makes sense.
Van, are you all right?
Oh. About friggin' time.
Oh.
So I'm guessing that green hair is a generic bracer, but we do know Renee and girl who we met last episode and whose name I've already forgotten.
I see. We were a few minutes too late.
Those two are...
They're from Amada. We finally caught them.
Get lost. This is our territory.
Oh, what's all this then? Some enemies to lovers type action?
Who do you think you're talking to? This isn't a job for civilians.
Just what happened here? I can see that you fought them, but beyond that...
Elena's so cool.
We fought, yeah. With how pumped full of drugs they were, it was a miracle we could make it out with our skin intact.
Is the Grendel taking its toll on them?
Uh-oh.
As curious as I am about how you emerged victorious...
So, he's nice, but he's not that nice. They were not expecting him to do that.
I trust you were able to help your client?
No comment. That's between me and her. Now, I know I owe both sides here a debt, but consider them paid. They might be at the bottom of the chain, but they're still in Almada. You can have one each.
Okay, well, hey.
Excuse me.
Oh, is he a cop?
Who gave you the authority to...
I suppose we do owe him for neutralizing them.
Very well. We shall take them in between us.
Maybe if you're lucky enough, they'll even talk. Now come on, let's get out of here.
A job well done, if I do say so myself.
Oh, sure. But let me help you walk.
I'm good.
This is clearly only the beginning of something much greater.
Yeah. Man, he knows. This is still only the prologue.
Sharpen your skills while you can, Van.
Will do, Renee.
Kincaid.
So... Okay, so he's definitely a fellow bracer.
I can't let him keep living like this. Why must you insist on shouldering all of the burden yourself?
That seems to be a... Well... Alright, well... I had to bring some beats back, but so far, outside of that, Van's pretty great. I rate him an 8 out of 8. So, Epstein. August 27th, 10:05 p.m. He'll probably pop up. Montmartre, 8th District.
Damn. Guess I'm going without dinner. You even good to be out this late? I thought students had a curfew.
Well, I'm sure one little infraction won't hurt.
That's kind of you to think of me, but I received permission to be out this late beforehand.
Wow, okay, so there's a sympathetic teacher on staff then.
Never mind my curfew. Won't you let me see to your arm? Do you have a first aid kit in the office?
I do, but...
Are we gonna try to maybe piece together more information about this Genesis?
It looks like it started healing on its own.
Well, that's nice, but also very quick. So has bearing the nightmare allowed him to, like, get a healing factor?
I know it wasn't that bad in the first place, but it's still healing way too fast for it to be normal. Wonder if I got that orbment or turning into a monster to thank for this.
This all began with those diaries.
Yes, tell us more. I need to hear this.
They were passed down from my great-grandfather to my grandmother, and then down to my mother until her death 4 years ago.
Dang.
As you guessed, my great-grandfather is the famous Professor Epstein.
So why is your last name... Oh, well, I'm sure we'll find out.
It was known at the time that he had an adopted daughter, but she went missing very suddenly after he passed away.
Huh. Okay, well, we didn't know that.
By the sound of it, something compelled her to shy away from the public eye. I don't know what that something was. It wasn't written in the letter she left me. Then after my mother died, my father began to lose himself in his work. And now all alone, I became more and more captivated by the many diaries that were left behind. They weren't filled with complex formulae or specialist knowledge or things like that. Instead, they were about who he was as a person, what he was like, what his philosophies were, what he valued most in life.
Okay, so she was able to get an incredibly good sense of what Epstein was like.
He wrote about the little things that colored his days, his bonds with his loved ones, his time spent with his disciples.
Oh man, I can only imagine what imagine what a rambunctious group they were.
I could see through every word written that he was a kind, warm-hearted man with a good sense of humor. A man I could respect a great deal. I was so happy to have his writings so I could peer into his world, just like my mother and grandmother before me. And before I knew it, those diaries became my most treasured possessions.
But, so her grandmother was his adopted daughter then.
However, at the end of his final entry, on the very last page, I found a shocking message.
No doubt one that her relatives had also seen.
It said, recover the Oct Genesis before the year 120X.
It actually says 120X? How ominous. What, that's like a year and a half left then?
Else all we know will come to an end.
That's crazy.
Pretty ominous thing to write down.
Right.
It could have been a delusion that came to him in the winter of his years. But I began to feel that it was why his diaries had been passed down to me.
Because her mom probably died trying to do that too.
And as the days wore on, my desire to do something to avert the end he foretold grew stronger and stronger.
So, 7 more in the next year and a half.
But I knew I couldn't go public with any of it. Not with my grandmother's disappearance.
Why was that? Why would that be a factor?
That led me to enroll at Armus Academy, where I met a very dependable upperclassman.
Yeah.
Her advice took me to the Orbalnet, and that led me to you. I just never thought when I started all of this that these would be the consequences.
Right, because what even happened?
That someone would die. That you would be put in so much danger.
Look, I liked Giacomo as much as the next person, but we barely knew that guy.
Well, you managed to get one of them. Even if there are still 7 more out there, you could always call it quits here.
I can't. Not when they're what connect me to my family. Not when I now know they really exist. And not after seeing that final entry. I can't look away from all of that. Here. This 50,000 Mira is everything I was able to gather for this.
0% chance Van accepts that.
Please, accept it as compensation for all the help you've given me.
I thought I told you my rate.
Well, you did, but I don't feel that it accounted for that injury you sustained because of me. I intend to find the remaining 7 on my own.
That seems insurmountable. Especially since, are you gonna drop out of school and trot the globe?
I don't want anyone else to get hurt because of my problems. Oh, but I'll be very careful about it. Promise.
Would you have been able to, like, I'm sure it's only gonna get more dangerous. Does she think that she can do that stuff that we went through just now by herself? She didn't even know how to fight before Van's tutelage. Like, well, she wasn't in a real fight and didn't know anything about shards or nothing.
Huh?
My rate's 1,000 Mira an hour, excluding other necessary expenses.
Oh, he's charging her the appropriate thing. Who's that on the 1K Mira?
I'll bump it up a little because of the danger involved, but you rolled up your sleeves more than your average client. You put yourself in danger to help me. Any more than 10,000 would be ripping you off. This is how the world of work is. Good thing you're still in school, because you got a lot to learn.
All right.
Maybe, but still.
Good guy Van.
I'm sorry. I just feel you've taken on a lot more than you bargained for from start to finish.
And he is the one bearing the nightmare.
To be honest, that whole turning into a monster thing's got my interest piqued. So it wouldn't feel right to ask you for even more Mira with how we're gonna keep this thing going.
What are you...
Unless you decide to give up altogether, I'll pitch in however I can from here on out.
All right.
In exchange, you can share any info you got on the Genesis, or anything those diaries say. How's that sound?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
But he's signing on for the long haul.
Are you telling me that even though you know it might be dangerous, you're going to help me search for the other 7 without taking additional compensation?
Hey, info's good compensation. I ain't taking a single Mira, though. I'm gonna need you to get more used to real combat, too, for your own safety.
Wow. Okay, so he's really dedicating himself to this.
Can't have you leaving yourself wide open and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna drill it into you until you're up to snuff.
Okay, because the battle system, there's definitely a lot more new stuff to get used to. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know what I was doing, but we'll get used to it before too long.
I don't know. This doesn't sound like a fair trade at all. I'm the only one benefiting here.
You don't know that for sure yet. I'm sure Van's got some kind of angle.
Well, if you insist, Van, then thank you very much. Having your support means a lot to me.
Yeah, well, I'll be counting on you, too. All right, now that today's done and dusted, time for my hard-earned reward.
Right, that's sweet. That's been sitting in the refrigerator all this time.
I've been waiting for my Andalusia fig and honey tart all day. I was gonna scarf it down all by myself, but you pulled your weight today, so let's go half-half.
He's such a nice guy.
Thank you. Oh, but I still want to say... It really does bother me just how much I benefit from this arrangement compared to you.
Is she gonna, like, try to sign on as, like, an apprentice or something?
I was thinking of a way to even it out and thought, you know, how about I work here part-time?
Okay, figured, because if she could have just let it go, but she'll probably get those duds that we see in the thing. Van will probably give those to her.
You want a what?
Is it that outrageous?
You seem to be so busy that I can't imagine how you find the time to clean up around here. I'm also good at secretarial work too, so I'm sure I'd be a big help with sorting paperwork and whatever else you need. Just a standard wage is fine, or even no wage. Unpaid is totally fine.
it would look good on any job applications.
I can't do that. Haven't you ever heard of labor laws?
Wait, what? You can definitely be like a secretary at, wait, she's like, no, because the age of majority in most of Zemuria is 16, so.
And forget that. This whole idea is crazy. How did me hiring you even get into your head?
Well, it's because you won't accept any Mira from me.
Hey, fair enough.
I understand you have your own way of doing things, but I have my own pride to satisfy, you know. You'll just have to compromise.
Flabbergasted spluttering. It's true.
Now, let me just cut this tart into two so we can dig in and enjoy. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get the bigger portion. And where do you keep your coffee beans? Oh, there they are.
Wait, how did you find them so... Who said you could make yourself at home this fast?
It's already a done deal, Van. Just accept it. Okay, the so searching... I know you guys saw my main man Zine in the opening. They did him so much justice. Trophy earned, Spriggan of the Slums. Main 4 SPG, her great-grandfather's orbit completed, received 10k Mira. Nice. The Legend of Heroes trails through Daybreak, prologue, Spriggan of the Slums, end.
Gotta keep this up.
All right.
That's pretty good, I guess.
SP and rank. You can acquire SP Spriggan points by completing 4 SPGs and making optimal choices. Okay, so we have to not be dummies. We didn't get that S rank because I don't know anything about this city. When your cumulative SP reaches a certain point, your Arkwright Solutions rank during the SP report goes up. There are 15 ranks ranging from E to AAA, ranking up Netsu's special items. We're Arkwright Solutions though. Why doesn't he just give himself the highest rank? Well, he's got more work ethic than that, I think. So he'll hold himself to a real standard.
I'm Agnes Claudel. I still have a lot to learn, but I promise I'll do whatever I can to keep up.
That's adorable. Recruited. So those other party members are probably also going to become part of Arkwright Solutions. And yeah, she's 16. What's he talking about? Agnes has joined Arkwright Solutions. So there was quite a lot going on in that opening, though. It was cool, though. I was very much a fan, especially of Zine. He was done so dirty, but he's finally friggin' back. And I guess Fee was there too. But Zine is here. But okay, we've gone ahead. There was a lot that happened actually, but we're gonna go ahead and call it a part here. Definitely join me next time for more Trails Through Daybreak. Bye for now, guys.
Never knew